Welcome back to the channel. My name is Steven. I'm a pharmacist. I own 53 units of real estate and I help coach people to buy their first multifamily deal. So today I want to give updates on my real estate portfolio, my 53 units. I own single family homes in California, 2 in Huntsville, Alabama, and 2 apartments in Oklahoma City, or Oklahoma. So obviously, like now, apartments are starting to get hit, and I'm starting to feel it myself. I'm fully transparent on this channel, and I want to share kind of what happened over my portfolio over the past 3 months, because I've really been tracking my income and my expenses to a T now. I actually have an Excel sheet. So this is why I talk about stabilizing your portfolio. I was so busy just doing renovations, cutting costs where I can with insurance by getting multiple insurance quotes, getting
This is gonna take a while for him to unpack this, which is fine. I just wanted to pop in real quick and I'm gonna give my thoughts on it, and we're gonna talk about it. I've never watched this video before, full transparency. So appreciate him for being what's his name? Steven, looks like a Steven Nguyen. I appreciate him being fully transparent. We need more people online to just talk about their losses. You guys know I've talked about some of the L's that I've taken, and not all of them, but I've talked about quite a few of them. But and what we can all take away and learn. But real estate is one of those games where you're going to get hurt at some point. No one obviously goes into it thinking, not thinking, but like wanting to hurt themselves. Just sometimes you take a misstep, miscalculation, and boom, bottom falls out. So anyway, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And I appreciate you guys. Excuse the lighting. I'm in a different location right now of the house because, well, it doesn't matter. But anyway, let's continue on with this video and see what they have to say.
quotes from like Steadily Insurance. Saved me $1,000 over my 5 properties a year. So I've just really been optimizing my portfolio. But obviously a lot of layoffs have been happening. I would call it a recession right now.
Yeah.
So what does that affect? I own C-class apartment complexes, right? So what happens when people lose their job? They're living paycheck to paycheck, and now they basically don't pay you rent, which has been happening to me. I've seen an uptick in evictions in my properties. So I think on my 26 unit, about 6 are vacant right now. I think it was always like 2 vacant was my average. So my average occupancy was around like, I think 24 out of 26, which was, during the good times, which is about average. And for my 20 unit, the average vacant was around, 2 as well. So 18 out of 20. So about 90% occupancy is what I hit. But at the peak, I was at 100% occupied for all my units, both my apartments. And that was when I was cash flowing great. But now the properties, like I said, returned back to the average. So I had about 24 out of 26 rented out, 18 out of 20. But recently, we got hit with a lot of tenants that were stopped paying. And in Oklahoma, if you stop paying, we give you a 14-day notice to pay. And if you don't pay in 14 days, basically you have 14 days to move out. So in Oklahoma, the eviction process is usually pretty easy. Usually you don't have to go to court because they know they have to leave because they don't want the ding on their record. At that point, we take their security deposit, which isn't much. Like security deposits, typically, if your rent's like $750, your security deposit's maybe $500 to $300, $300 to $500, not much. So we'll take that $300 to $500 to cover the rents, and hopefully there's no damage in the properties. But we had tenants where they did damage the property, and basically,
I'm gonna kind of chunk my way through this just to kind of get it going a little quicker here. I guess I could speed it up too, but essentially, it sounds like he's just going through it, and it sounds like he's in a lot of different other states based on given his account. When did he start investing? I'm just curious. Let me see if they have that. Ah, okay. So he started his journey while working a full-time W-2, help from family, graduated 2013, paid off. Okay, all right. He did house hacking back in 2017, bought 2 houses in 2019, executed a cash out refinance in 2021. Okay, I think the picture's coming together now. 2022, he bought a 20-unit apartment building, renovate 26 units, and 20 apartment cash out refinance. Okay, so he's kind of doing a lot, which is fine. That's great. 2024 bought primary residence, cash flow 10,000 a month plus 52 units to stabilize 6 months. Okay. So I mean, sounds like he's experienced a lot of success, and I think unfortunately this is a story that is going to be more common themed. And to be 100% truthful, you'll see this more. Even myself, I've been evaluating the property I own in Portland, Oregon, and I'll be honest with you guys, I didn't buy it right. I did not buy it right, and I had one misstep that I think really hurt and is hurting, and I may sell. Uh, not I'm not in any rush, not on fire. It's occupied. It does well because of the location, and I did a lot of remodeling to it, so it tends to just stay full. But it's not performing the way I want it to perform, and that's something everyone needs to be thinking about when you get into this game, this business. It's a lot of money, and if you are in an expensive market like I do, like invest in an expensive market, you gotta really, and this is hard. I think every first time investor goes through this to where you see that first deal and it's exciting and you're just ready to get going because everybody wants to be free from a 9 to 5. Everyone wants financial freedom. Not so much that they could just sit on the beach all day and do nothing but follow their passions and do what they're more passionate about. Who doesn't want that? And not only that, but we're all fighting for economic security. Having said that, sometimes you just go a little bit fast and you get caught flat-footed, but you learn. Sounds like he's experiencing some pain, as most people are, especially in the commercial space. Commercial space hasn't even begun to experience it. And commercial, I mean, build. You usually get commercial loans on anything 5 units and above, even where retail, whatever anything that's not residential. And even in residential, I will say it's all about the buy. You make your money on the buy. When they say that, it's because it's true. And unfortunately, a lot of these online influencers and some bigger companies that I'm not going to even shout out their name because look, my channel is small and we're trying to keep the lights on, and I'm trying to get people to come here, and I don't want the negative energy, to be honest. I was just looking to help people out and avoid some of the mistakes that I've made. But it's all about the buy. And if you guys want me to make more videos about what do I mean by that, I'll dive into that. This particular video is not for that. But yeah, it's just I don't know how he bought it, but I'm assuming based on what he's saying, he may have had a misstep or grew too fast or somewhere in there. And it sounds like he doesn't manage himself. He's manages third party. Nothing wrong with that. You just got to vet effectively, which sounds like he has a great manager. So let's continue on. Let him go.
300, $500 is not much. Like 300, $500 is enough to basically do some paint. It's enough to, send me appliances. If the fridge is broken, it's going to cost me 300, $500 just to fix the fridge. So, welcome to owning apartments, right? Like, regardless of what the rents are, whether your rents are 700 or 3,000, the cost of a fridge is the same. So, we had tenants leave. So now I have like 6 units that I got to turn and do basic rent readies. So I think 3 units we're renovating a little bit heavy. I have no cash flow on my 26 unit, which is the cash cow, the cash king of my properties. It's carrying the team. It's the LeBron James of my portfolio.
Wow.
So my expenses, my cash flow is 13,000. My income is 13,000. My expenses are 13,000. So my cash flow is 0.
Oof.
On this property. So now, it used to be cash flowing $16,000 when it's all rented out. It's all rented out. I get 16K, and my expenses are not that much. I think all of my expenses would be like $10,000. So I'd cash flow 6K a month. So I went from cash flowing 6K a month to now, it's breaking even.
Wait, hold on.
So it's taking a hit at my portfolio. So high level, tenant stopped paying, tenant leaves. I get 16K, and my expenses are not that much. I think all of my expenses would be like $10,000. So I'd cash flow 6K a month. So I went from
Maybe I missed something, but I thought he said his cash flow was 13,000 a month, and his rate. Anyway,
cash flowing 6K a month to now, it's breaking even. So it's taking a hit at my portfolio. So high level, tenant stopped paying, tenant leaves, losing income, and now my expenses increase because I have to do make readies for the units and maybe do some repairs if it wasn't a unit that we repaired earlier. So now it's a double whammy because it's gonna take me 1 to 2 months to maybe make the repairs, or maybe a month, 4 to 6 weeks. It's not massive. Not getting income and having increased expenses, but my property manager is really great at making sure that if I cash flow $5,000 a month, he uses $5,000 to renovate one unit, and then he rents out that unit. So he's really good at balancing the books. So that's my 26 unit. So I just lost my cash cow temporarily, and it's breaking even. My 20 unit getting double whammied. One unit, we had to evict the tenant as well. Not the greatest tenant, or stopped paying. And this one we never renovated before, so I'm spending $6,000 to renovate this unit.
and we're gonna review the whole thing, but I just wanted you guys to know, when you get into this game, make sure you buy right. Because when you buy right, it really does, and I see that now. Um, it takes the pressure off. Completely takes the pressure off. Yes, there's always going to be things that are happening. You're always going to have, backed up toilets, maintenance calls, leaks, windows, you name it, garbage disposals, everything. You'll always have those things. That's just a part of property management. But when you buy it right, you're not stressing out on not cash flowing. Like, you bought it in a way that if tenants don't pay or whatever, you're okay. And my camera's doing something weird. So anyway, that's my cue. But I'm gonna leave the link in the description for this video. And you guys go ahead and check it out. Let me know what you think. But if I can stress anything, it's when you get into something that's gonna be one of your biggest, most purchases in your life, I highly recommend that you just be a little bit more thoughtful and don't be in a rush. I think that's the takeaway. Take your time. It's okay. There's a lot of deals out there. You just got to make your money in the very beginning before you close. Let me know what you guys think in the video. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Appreciate you guys. Take care. We'll see you on the next one.